The program this time is calculating power of one number to another. That is one number to the power of another number, m to the power of n. I repeat, m to the power of n. So you can understand what will be inputted by the user. User will definitely input m and user will input n. I will have to calculate, we will have to calculate m to the power of n. Now how to do that? See, say for example 5 to the power of 4. What does that mean? What is the meaning of 5 to the power of 4? 5 to the power of 4 basically means 5 is to be multiplied 4 times. That is 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. So this is quite easy, is not it so? Say 6 to the power of 5. 6 to the power of say 3, 6 cube or 6 cube. So how do you calculate 6 cube? 6 cube basically means 6 to the power of 3, which is 6 into 6 into 6, that is 6 multiplied 3 times. So this program is quite easy to do. I can declare a variable, two variables called m and n, definitely. Now this m and n is to be inputted from the user, so I will have to write printf, enter the two numbers. So the two numbers to be entered are m and n. So I can scan those two numbers within these two variables called m and n, scanf %d ampersand n, m comma ampersand n, where I need to calculate m to the power of n. So you can understand I need a variable called product where I can initialize product, I can initialize to 1. What I mean to say is, say if I have a variable called product, then this product can be initialized to 1. Now every time this 5, what is this 5 generally? It is m. So every time this m will be multiplied with the product is initialized to 1. So first time this m, that is 5, is multiplied to product. Second time when it goes to the loop, 5 is again multiplied to product. Third time when it goes to the loop, this 5 is again multiplied to the product. Fourth time when it goes to the loop, 5 is again multiplied to the product, which means m will be multiplied with the product. Product will be initialized to 1. Now every time in the loop, m will be multiplied with product. How many times? That is, m will be multiplied with product n times. So a loop must again go about 4 times or n times. So I can initialize a variable called I to keep a count that how many times I am going through the loop. I initialize I to 1, and how long should I continue with this I? I should continue with this I how many times? Maybe n times, because m will be multiplied with the product n times. So I can also initialize a variable called product. This product, with this product, m will be multiplied. This m, which is inputted from the user, will be multiplied with the product. How many times? N times. How will I keep the track that n times it is happening? By taking a counter I, which will be incremented n times, which means if I initialize I to 1, I must also check I is less than equal to n. That is, I with I equal to 1, it will enter the loop. With I equal to 2, it will enter the loop. With I equal to 3, it will enter the loop. Like this, up to I equal to n, it will enter the loop. But once I becomes n plus 1, it will not enter the loop. And every time in the loop, I will multiply what? I will multiply m to the product. So it's very easy now. What I need to do is, I need to write product. I had initialized product to 1, don't forget. Here product is initialized to 1. So first time, m will be multiplied. So when I enter it for the first time you know m is multiplied. So when it enters the loop the second time, again m will be multiplied. Every time you want the m to be multiplied, like 6 into this one, 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Every time you want 5 to be multiplied, like that every time I want m to be multiplied. So how many times do I want m to be multiplied? N times. So I have initialized I to 1 and kept it incremented till n. So every time in the loop, one more thing should happen. I must be incremented, otherwise it does not happen that way. So I plus plus. So I think you understand this. One more time. You initialize m and n. I is initialized to 1, product is initialized to 1. So I is 1. Every time incremented in the loop, checked whether it is less than equal to n means this loop will be going about n times. First time I equal to 1, second time I equal to 2, third time I equal to 3, fourth time I equal to 4, and so on up to n times. Once it is in plus 1, it goes out of the loop. But every time in the loop, this m is multiplied with the product. So every m is multiplied with product how many times? N times. So this product variable contains your number, ultimate number, the m to the power of n. So you can simply printf the power of m to n. I can write it as %d to %d. The power of %d to %d is %d. So check out what? Power of m to n is, where is it? In product. So power of m to n is product. So m comma n comma product. So printf the power of m to n is product. This is how you run it. So I run the program now. Oh, error. Once more that same error. Remember, I did not comment out. So you need to comment out these parts where I am explaining the program to be done. Okay. So sorry. So this will work fine now. Alt R, enter. So enter the two numbers, maybe 4 to the power of 5. 4 to the power of 5 is 4 into 4 into 4 into 4 into 4, 1024. 4 into 4, 16. 16 into 4, 64. 64 into 4, 256. 256 into 4, 1024. You can try out with a smaller number again, maybe 7 cube. 7 into 7, 49 into 7, 343. Okay. So I think you understand this. Again, we can take a bit of break and come back.